This WhatsApp group is not for ordinary communication. It is a powerhouse where Silicon Valley and Israeli officials exchange ideas and find ways to defend Israel in the media, academia, and business world. Let's take a look at the group members. Oded Hermani is a technology journalist and venture capitalist. Alon Ozer, an investor. Batsheva Moshe, the CEO of Wix Israel. Jeff Epstein, former chief financial officer of Oracle. Andy David, innovation and technology chief at the Israeli Foreign Ministry. The group is led by the companies J Ventures and Wix, which are important members of the U.S.'s Silicon Valley. There are also several lawyers from the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. The Global Kibbutz Group, which was leaked online and exposed by 2 American journalists, was also active before October 7th. The group was set up to determine strategy to spread pro-Israel propaganda among and using the American government and elite. In other words, it hosted meetings where the mission of Hasbara, which means public diplomacy, was determined and discussed. In this technology-driven Hasbara universe, the lines between government, the private sector, and the non-profit world began to blur. After October 7th, they focused on a single goal. How can we absolve Israel of the deaths of Gaza civilians? A few days after the October 7th Hamas attack, Israeli Army spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus held an informational meeting via Zoom with supporters of Israel in Silicon Valley. He told us to keep up the pressure on members of the U.S. Congress in favor of Israel. They also need to increase their influence activities in universities, media, think tanks, and elite circles, he said. After this meeting, a speech at Arizona State University by Rashida Tlaib, the only Democrat of Palestinian origin in Congress, was canceled. A petition was even launched to push her to resign from Congress. The Hasbara-focused tech world has now become the second battlefield. Under decisions taken by the group, those who try to smear Israel through social media will be identified, pro-Palestinian employees will be fired, and their speech will be blocked. Ad campaigns will be launched to help buy equipment for the Israeli army. These campaigns resulted in Amazon.com removing t-shirts and other products that carried the slogan, "From river to the sea, Palestine will be free." It was also decided to develop and fund 2 types of artificial intelligence with facial recognition technology to remove anti-Semitic posts and for the Israeli army to recognize hostages. J Ventures raised millions of dollars for billboards to be placed in Canada, Las Vegas, New York, and London at the behest of the Israeli Foreign Ministry. It also tried to mold public opinion by getting journalists at news channels MSNBC, Fox, and CNN to write pro-Israel articles and do pro-Israel broadcasts. The Hasbara Association works to provide propaganda training to pro-Israel groups in the United States and Canada. Information about a meeting, which invited Tamar Schwarzbard, the Israeli Foreign Ministry digital diplomacy chief, after October 7th, was among the leaked documents. Schwarzbard addressed the group getting propaganda training as follows. "You are our frontline soldiers." She taught them to put pressure on university presidents in the US and Canada to prevent even the slightest Palestinian voice from being raised, and to tell the public about the capture of Israelis through stories, hoping to sway hearts and minds this way. In addition, in this training, Israeli officials divided Americans and Canadians into categories and gave the trainees lessons on how to approach the various groups. We can see how Israel penetrated American politics by using Silicon Valley, the famed technology hub, one of the biggest management tools of our age. However, we will see in the coming days whether this will have an impact on American decision makers.